so proud to see so many law enforcement people here today. It speaks volumes of who these people really are. I've thought a lot over the last several days about what I would say. Amber, Lindsay, we love you, and we'll love you tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and we'll always be there for you. One of my officers showed me a post the other day, and those of you that know me know I don't do Facebook. I'm not big on the multimedia stuff that goes out in our world these days, but I read a post that was written by one of our investigators. And after having been asked so many times by well-meaning people, what happened? What did we do? Why did we do it? Why do we have to do what we do? After reading this post, I thought maybe I would read that post for you because I think it sums up a lot about law enforcement and the job that we do. Most of you know that Brandon started his adult career by joining our United States military. And although he was a soldier, his desire was to be a combat medic. And I think that speaks volumes of him. He had a distinguished career. He had one here too, because the overriding goal for Brandon was to serve people and to help people. Hopefully you'll get that message out of this post that I read for you. Remember, this was one of our own. Being in law enforcement is an inherently dangerous career path. Officers are told in training they could die in the line of duty, but it's never expected. It shouldn't be expected. But in today's society, unfortunately, it should be expected. Yet knowing this, they put on a uniform, a badge, and a gun and head out the door of their homes away from loved ones to face what others will not. Law enforcement is a different type of job. It's a job where you do not know what your dangers may be, nor what you may face on a daily basis. You never know what people will deal with. Mentally ill, deranged, angry, scared, drunk, or otherwise, are just a few of the emotions and attitudes an officer may face. It is a job that is constantly scrutinized by the public. Whether right or wrong, the public always has an opinion. It is the only job I can think of that there are unknown dangers every single day where an officer's decision is Monday morning quarterbacked to death. Are there bad cops in this line of work? Yes. But I would say that 97% or higher are good, solid, normal men and women with families, friends, and life outside of work. I can't recall the last time I questioned a farmer of what he was doing as they plowed their field. I can't remember the last time I stopped a landscaper and asked why they were cutting a hedge a certain way, or yelled while he was cutting the grass. I definitely can't remember questioning a grocery store clerk about how they bagged my groceries, or tried to fight them simply because I didn't like their store. But if you're in law enforcement, your every move is questioned. I've been doing this job for over 20 years, and I've never walked out of the door thinking, I can't wait to draw my weapon in protection of myself and someone else. And I do not know any other officer who has put on a badge and a gun and thought that way either. Not one time have I walked out the door away from my family and thought, can't wait to fight or get shot at tonight. Would you wear this badge or gun? Would you be able to do this job? Can you go to a crime scene to see a dead child who has been abused? Can you go to a car wreck to see mangled bodies and then go tell the mother or father that their child has died? Can you deal with the arguments of couples over who gets what in a divorce? Can you go and deal with the worst of people day in and day out and still come into work with a smile on your face, ready to give your life for an innocent? My brothers and sisters at the Columbia County Sheriff's Office have dealt with a great loss this weekend, a scary loss, a loss of a friend. They have seen the severe injury of another. They have seen the heroic actions of yet others, all of the sake for keeping innocent people safe from a monster. I did not know Deputy Sykes well, but I did know him from working at this agency. I knew him to be kind, to be funny, and witty. I knew him to be a good cop who loved his family and his work family. He paid the ultimate sacrifice this last weekend, and I will honor him until the day I die. I do not know Deputy White, as he's new to the department, but I stand strong with him in his long road to recovery. I do not know Deputy Brown or Deputy Mason, other than in passing, but what I do know is I have seen and heard of their actions this last weekend, and I am incredibly proud to call them my brothers. There are those at the sheriff's office who have not been able to grieve for the loss of their friend. They are still working to protect the citizens of Columbia County. They are still responding to accidents, domestics, shopliftings, and barking dog calls. They are still working investigations and arresting the bad guys. They have not had a moment to stop because crime does not stop. They are heroes. They deserve respect. They deserve to grieve. To my fellow officers, past and present, know that I have you in my prayers. I have your back. Know that I love you. To my neighboring agencies, know that we see your support and we appreciate it more than you know. To the future officers, know I pray that you never have to live through anything like this and you go home safe every night. Folks, that pretty much sums up law enforcement. It's a dangerous job, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to step in that gap and stand between us and evil. Deputy Brandon Sykes was one of those heroes, and we're here to honor him today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for attending this ceremony today. Thank you.